So today we have a special guest. If you don't know that truck over there, I don't know, what's that big H stand for over there, sir?
Honduras.
Honduras. Am I saying it right? My Spanish is probably not as great.
Honduras, yeah.
Honduras?
Yeah.
So we have JuniorHonduras with us today. So what are we talking about today, brother?
First I'd like to say, I appreciate you having me on your channel and, taking the time out of your day to come out here and meeting with me and stuff, man. I got a delivery around the corner, so it was a great opportunity to meet up with you and stuff. And I really want to talk about goals. I like to always tell people set goals, as far as coming out here and getting their CDL. You don't want people coming out here and drowning in this game. Because I know people that got 10 years in the game, got nothing to show for. Nothing. Like, hey man, what are you doing? Oh, I've been driving 10 years. You got a house? No. You got a car? No. So anytime anybody comes out here, I always tell them, set some goals. Because that'll give you something to strive for. Whether it be get your CDL, whether it pass your CDL the first shot, whether it be get your own truck, whatever it is, you have to set some goals, because if you don't set any goals, you don't really have a little path to follow, but I mean, what do you think about that?
So, okay, so if we're realistically talking about goals, you hear a lot of people say you need to start goals, but what's step number one? What would you recommend for people who want to get in trucking? What's their step one goal?
If they want to get into trucking, first step is make sure that this is really what you want to do. If you have a family, make sure you and your family are good. Because if you have a family, like we say, wife and kids,
right?
It ain't about convincing your partner that you want to come out here. It's about make sure you and your partner are on the same page. Because I can sit here and convince my wife,
right,
I want to come and do this.
Right.
I'll convince her, but that only works maybe a month or two until she's like, oh man, I need you home. So
Facts.
You have to make sure that you guys are on the same page, get your stuff right back home, come out here and do this. Make sure you like to drive. You know what I mean? Just basically make sure you're good at home. Get that stuff set up with your wife, your kids. If you have nobody, make sure you're good. And come out here and do this. Definitely research the company you want to do this with. I personally recommend going to a company that's going to give you or help you get your CDL, as opposed to a school. A school is only going to help you get your CDL. That's it. A company is going to teach you while you're teach you to get your CDL while you're on the job. So it's like OJT, on the job training type thing.
Right. No, I feel you on that. And then so like, just say, let's go through an example for all you mother truckers out here listening. So if you want to set goals for yourself and you say, okay, I've decided I do want to be a truck driver, right? Now,
you want to drive trucks.
Or drive trucks, right?
Yeah.
Would you say that, what's the first money saving tip? Because a lot to do with having goals and having something set for the future, like cars, house, and having a foundation. Do you have any budgeting or saving tips for these new people?
Well, first things first, you want to come out here and start this. It might be hard at first. You got to get the wheels rolling. And second thing is you got to get your credit right. It's all about credit now. If you don't have a good credit number, FICO score, you're a nobody. I don't care how much money you got. Yeah, cash talks, but there's certain things that we want to do. Unless you got $100,000, you're gonna go buy a house cash.
Right.
Then you're not gonna need credit. But if you don't have it and you're starting somewhere, you definitely want to get working on your credit, and then slowly start putting money on the side. Like, there was a picture I posted up on Instagram yesterday or a couple days ago. It said, there's a saying that says, "Hey man, I don't see you at the club. Hey, I don't see you at the bank either." So
I feel you. No, that's real talk right there.
Right. No. Like, I don't go to clubs, man. I ain't got time for that, because I'm out here, providing for my family and stuff, and saving and for the future and stuff. So you have to start somewhere, and you have to be disciplined with how you do it.
No, I could agree to that. And it's funny that you said that, because real talk, I saved up $70,000 and I tried to buy a condo for $80,000, and at the time I had bad credit. The bank wouldn't loan me $10,000 because they didn't trust me. Real talk. So if you think that credit isn't everything, credit in America is leveraging everything. So if you want to come out here, real talk, and you want to make a goal and save money and things like that, it don't matter if you got bad credit, man. Cash does talk, but to the banks it don't.
Yeah, and you know, and I'm not saying that cash is not going to work. It'll work, but as you start to grow,
right,
you're going to need some type of credit. I kid you not, you're going to need some type of credit, because eventually, maybe you want to buy a house, a car, even a truck. You don't know. I mean, you just don't know. You know, and you know, credibility means a lot to these guys out here, because if you get a credit, you pay off that truck, and you know, you can build your fleet like that if you were looking to do that.
So people always say, like, have goals, like a now goal, like a 5-year plan and a 10-year plan. What are your thoughts? Because for trucking, does that work out? Or, you know, what would you recommend to new truck drivers?
Well, I would say just sit down and write some stuff up, and I'm just gonna go off the top of my head. One of the goals would be like, find the right company. Scratch that off. You have to go from the smallest thing to the biggest thing. So find the right company to get my CDL. Second goal will be get my CDL. Third goal will be maybe get a trainer, because there's a lot of people out there that you go to the company and there's shortage in trainers. I know there are. You know, it's not just where I work at and stuff. It's everywhere. Another goal would be save up $5,000. Another goal would be get my credit right. Another goal would be, you know, there's so many goals you can write up, and it's all about writing it down, and on a monthly basis, start scratching them off. So some goals are going to be long term, like maybe a couple years, you know, like getting a house.
Right.
But if you see it every morning, you get up, you look at that list, like, that is where I want to get to. You got something to strive for. But if you got nothing, man, you get up in the morning like, nah, I ain't got nothing. You got nothing to go for. But if you have something to strive for, then you're motivated to do a lot more, as opposed to, I'm all right. I ain't got nothing to go for, you know. So.
No, but that's facts though, because so for all you listening to this, if you're not writing down goals, you're failing right now. So, you know, this is a man that's been trucking and has experience. And before you started writing goals, was there a time when you didn't? Yeah. Before I even did this, like when I was working back home and stuff, I had my regular 9-to-5 job or 8-to-4, whatever. You know, I was a plant manager, and then I didn't write any goals because I felt I wasn't really escalating. Right. No, I know what you're talking about.
You know, it's like, okay, I'm at a dead-end job, and this is what it's going to be like, and what am I going to write a goal for if I'm never going to get it there? You know, one of the goals that I had then was eventually one day get a house. And when I got out here and was driving trucks, that was my number one goal.
Wow.
My number one goal was to get a house.
And so when you wrote down this goal, when you wrote down this goal, Junior, how long did it take for this to actually happen then?
It took 3 years.
3 years? I think that's fast.
I got my credit right.
Right.
Save up some money and bought me a car, and then got me the house. And, you know, it takes time. And right now I have another list of goals that I'm striving for. You just got to erase, add. And,
right.
But it keeps you motivated to do it on a daily basis, get you going. I'm away from my wife and kids. Yeah, it's hard. But if you got them goals, you and your wife or your partner, even if you're by yourself, you talk about this on a daily basis, you got something to strive for. You got something to get up and drive for. You know, it ain't just about you driving. It ain't just about you making the delivery on time. It's about you got something to go for. Eventually, you're going to accomplish that. And that's what it's about, you know.
Man, so I would hate to ask you this. So for all the people on my channel listening and watching this,
you can ask me anything, man.
Can they come to your channel and can they ask you questions about this? Will you help them with this? You know what I mean?
Yeah, anybody can come to my channel and ask me any questions. You know, one of the hardest thing now is, you know, getting the response, because I have so many emails and stuff on Facebook and messages on Facebook. I mean, but yeah, I do my best at responding to people questions and stuff. And yeah, anybody can come over there and, you know, ask questions, man, anytime.
No, that's what's up. So at the end of this interview, Junior, what would you like to leave people with?
Just set some goals, guys. Come out here, set some goals, because you don't want to be that person that's been driving 10 years and have nothing to show for it. It's like,
man, I hear that a lot though. Like I talk to so many. See, here's the thing, man.
you don't want
Different
to be that
jobs.
driver.
That's true. How many jobs do you see, the 9-to-5s, after they work 25 years, they got a pension, they got benefits, they got this, they got that. In trucking, it's kind of not like that.
No, you have the chances of you doing a lot of those things in life are way better. Way better. Like I wanted to get a house, and it took 3 years for me to get the house, and I didn't think I was gonna get one so soon, but you know, luckily I was given the opportunity to drive a truck, save money, and do it. But you know, just like that, you got some other goals. As you know, like that Mace song. There's a song with Mason Puff that is the more money, the more problems.
We're gonna hear some rapping right now.
No, that you know that tends to be true. So you know, as you start racking up the years, you know, you start getting some traction on your CDL. You get opportunities, more doors are opening up. So goals are gonna change on a yearly, weekly, monthly basis. Just set some. Don't come out here and don't know what you're getting up for. Don't know why you're driving the truck. You got to know why you're doing this.
That's true.
Set some goals, man. That's all I say.
That's cool, man.
And that's something, you know, I've always said that. So, yeah, man.
No, I appreciate you, brother, because I think self-reflection is important. Because if, you know, the only person you're really lying to is yourself.
Right.
Let's be honest.
Well,
like
in my case, it's my wife and kids. So
right, you know, and that's the thing. You know, a lot of people, they get out here and they're like, "Oh, I'm making money," but if you're out here and you're going to the casinos, you're going to the nightclubs every night, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're not really making any money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so stop playing yourself. Be real with yourself. You know, don't just go out here and get a damn sports car. Don't go out here and go just start helping out. And here's my problem. Don't go out and start helping out everybody and their mama right away. You got to help yourself first, get yourself right, because if you don't, you're going to be broke.
Yeah.
And a broke person that's depressed, that doesn't have goals, they're not going to be able to help anybody, man.
Yeah.
Real talk.
And there's a song with Slim Thug, I forgot what it's called, but it says that if you hang with the wrong crowd, you're not going to go anywhere. How are you trying to soar with eagles if you hanging with if you flocking with chickens?
Hey,
so
I heard that. I heard that.
You know what I mean? There's facts on that, man. It's like, how are you trying to be somewhere but you over here hanging with the wrong crowd and holding you back and stuff? So just make sure you hang with the right people and, you know, surround yourself with positive vibe. So
that's what's up, brother. Well, no, you know, I appreciate you so much for everything, brother.
Yeah,
and
man.
Everybody, man, all you mother truckers out there, my channel, if you're not already subscribed to this, man, you need to get over there, because he's actually helping people. And you know me, man, I'm not gonna say that about just anybody. Okay, so facts, real talk,
man,
you know, because I
appreciate
call
that.
out real quick. You know what I mean? And I reached out to Junior, and you know what? We're out here, we're hanging out. You can see his truck right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna show him text messages. But this man right here showed me a lot of love, because he just wanted to get this information out for you guys. So, you know, thanks so much for being on, brother.
I appreciate you having me on here on your channel, and, you know, check me out on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Snapchat, all JuniorHonduras.
Love it, brother. I love it, man.
Do you have any other social media?
YouTube, Facebook, they already know. They already know all mine. You know, I throw that at them enough. But if you guys need to know how to back up, this guy's the backup master trainer. He could teach anybody how to back up, man. So
man, I do my best, man. It's
humble.
It's hard.
Man, I appreciate you, boss.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on here, guys, and you know, definitely set some goals. And every time you wake up in the morning, you know, it'll give you something to strive for, and why you're driving in the morning, why you starting your clock. So
I love it, man. All right, people, peace out.
all right.
Bitch, I wanna